Who is this young woman?
She's my,
Diana, Princess of the Mist.
Prince, Diana Prince.
It's the first time we're gonna tell her story. This superhero who's so iconic. I cannot stand by while innocent lives are lost.
She is kind and loving and forgiving and a badass.
Tough luck.
So there's nothing not to love.
What are you?
You will soon find out.
The gods gave us many gifts. One day you'll know them all.
I'm a big believer in the origin story.
It's beautiful. Who would wield it?
Only the fiercest among us even could. And that is not you, Diana.
There's something so exciting about where she comes from and what that history is and who the Amazons are.
You will train her harder than any Amazon before her. 5 times harder. 10 times harder. Never let your guard down. You expect the battle to be fair! Until she is better than even you. But she must never know the truth about what she is.
The story is about Diana becoming Wonder Woman and owning it for the first time. She has this urge to want to do good and want to help.
Steve Trevor is a pilot, and he's a spy. Then he crashes off the coast of Themyscira. What is this place? Who are you people?
We are the bridge to a greater understanding.
Right.
What is your mission?
Well, here's the thing. Whoever you are in more danger than you think.
It calls into question the responsibility. Do they help mankind?
From the moment that Steve comes to the island, she feels that she has to help. If no one else will defend the world, then I must.
She's guided by deep values of good, of truth, and justice.
If you choose to leave, you may never return. Who will I be if I stay?
So Steve Trevor ends up being the siren song that brings Diana out into the world.
Welcome to jolly old London.
It's hideous.
Yeah, it's not for everybody.
When she first gets to London and it's all gray and rainy and dirty, she's a fish out of water. What are you doing?
Do that because you're not wearing any clothes. Let's go buy you some clothes.
This is a young, naive woman
Thank God, you're not dead!
who is coming into the world with the best of intentions.
It's Etta Candy. I'm Steve Trevor's secretary.
What is a secretary?
Ooh, well, I do everything. I go where he tells me to go and I do what he tells me to do.
Oh, well, where I'm from, that's called slavery.
I really like her.
The coming of Diana to the men's world is a very amusing revolution for her.
Yep, that's not gonna work. Please put the sword down.
It doesn't go with the outfit.
At all. The way that our two characters intersect is, I am that jaded realist who's seen the evil of the world, and she shows me that there's still room for idealism.
Dinah, we have to go.
We need to help these people.
We can't save everyone in this war.
How can you say that? What is the matter with you?
This is no man's land. This is not something you can cross. It's not possible.
This is not what we came here to do.
No, but it's what I'm going to do.
What is it to be a hero? The greatest thing about Wonder Woman is how good and kind and loving she is, yet none of that negates any of her power.
Diana!
The beautiful thing about Wonder Woman is that she's so many different things. She can be sensitive and the greatest warrior ever, and strong and confused. Like, she can be all of the above in a beautiful way. You're a man.
Yeah. I mean, do I not look like one?
Gal embodies everything about Wonder Woman. Gal is genuinely such a kind, lovely, thoughtful person. So she is what Wonder Woman stands for.
Have you never met a man before? I mean, what about your father?
I had no father. My mother sculpted me from clay, and I was brought to life by Zeus.
Well, that's neat. Gal, she's one of the best personalities I've ever encountered. She is without fail positive and such a hard worker.
I had 5 months of doing horse riding and martial arts and a lot of body work.
Working with Gal and with stunt team, we show the evolution of Diana's skills and her understanding her inner power. She's using the lasso and blocking all the bullets.
I was so lucky to work with people that I admire and am inspired by. As exhausting as it was, I was ready.
We were shooting outside of Oxford in England, and oh God, it was cold. All of us are stacked up in our wool uniforms, and there's Gal. She did the scene, didn't complain.
Diana can't be cold. She's Wonder Woman. 3, 2, 1, action! I think that because I was so focused on telling her story and being her, that I literally depressed the physical challenges.
Stay here. I'll go ahead.
She is just a monster.
That felt good.
Would you like to buy an ice cream?
Thank you.
8 please, sir.
There you go, pal. Keep the change.
Thank you very much, sir.
What do you think?
It's wonderful.
Yeah.
You should be very proud.
Thank you very much.
You should be very proud.
Chris is such a gift to this movie because he gave an integrity to Steve Trevor. Steve Trevor is intrinsic to her storyline. So we needed to find the perfect guy. And Chris is so honorable, hilarious, charming.
Chris has so much experience. He's been doing this for years, and he guided me through this world in such a comfortable way.
The two of them together made something really special.
Diana! Stop!
Okay, perfect. Good. I can barely remember what first attracted me to Wonder Woman because it was so natural. It happened when I was such a young child. So I was attracted to the character as soon as I ever heard about her, and still am. That was awesome.
Patty's had a long history with Wonder Woman, and we realized that tonally what we were looking for was exactly the movie that she wanted to make.
Yeah, exactly.
Patty Jenkins, wow. I am so lucky that Patty was the one to direct this movie. And her vision for Diana was in line with mine.
Give us more of a move so it's only timed out perfectly with that line and then it keeps going.
She is such a brilliant, talented person. And to be able to work with someone who is so funny and loving and warm felt amazing.
Bring the energy back into that first part a little bit, yeah.
The first thing that strikes you about her is her incredible energy.
Really nice, everyone. That was awesome.
Patty is a pretty incredible human being. I mean, she acted out essentially the entire film. She is so passionate.
Guys! The look of the film is one that I really believe in because I think she deserves grand cinema. So it was wonderful designing not only the character Diana, but also creating an entire culture, basically, of people and what they dress like and what they look like and what materials they make.
I was thrilled that there was a balance in the film between the slightly fantastical world that the Amazons were going to inhabit and the much more deprived, grey world of the war.
Film is a collaborative art form, and you're only as good as the people around you. And I really have not been on anything that has had quite the insane breadth and depth of craftsmanship as this. From the choice of the color palette to shooting on film,
A period film, a World War I movie, has very specific visual language, but this is a modern film that just happens to be set in World War I.
This film is slightly unique in that we have a huge amount of locations for a movie of this scale. We have got something in the region of 38 locations across 2 countries. Australia House comes to mind. Tilbury Docks is going to look fantastic as Dover Docks. Tilbury Fort, which we have mocked up for Turkey. King's Cross was another challenge. We closed down 2 platforms and we bought a period 1940 vintage train. And we've got some glorious locations in Italy.
We shot the Maschera in beautiful Italy. And, you know, I've seen the girls, and they always look so beautiful and so strong. But when we shot the first scene, when all the women are riding horses together, I was holding Patty's shoulder, watching the monitor, and I told her, I can't believe we're shooting this. This is history. I've never seen anything like this.
Okay, ladies, ready in 3, 2, 1, hit it!
We had been working nonstop together in the gym, at sword training, on the horses, and all the other stunt training. And then all of a sudden you realize, I've become a beast. I am so strong right now.
Watching women wield a sword like that on a horse, it was great. To show you can still be strong and still be a woman.
The people that we brought together to work on the film, no matter what department they worked in, the level of excitement and the passion and what Wonder Woman meant was nothing like anything I ever experienced.
And action!
Everything about Wonder Woman is compelling. There is an absolute that she won't waver from.
She just sees the world in a very pure way.
It's giant myth in its best form, and I think it's a very modern telling of this story.
Bringing out your own Wonder Woman, bringing out the best in you is an amazingly universal thing that we can all strive for.
We love stories about being something better than oneself.
I'm willing to fight for those who cannot fight for themselves.
And that's the great thing about what a superhero movie can be. Thrilling, fun, exciting, and bring out the best in you.
I am Diana of the Maschera, daughter of Hippolyta. In the name of all that is good, your wrath upon this world is over.